This week's edition of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, Netflix.
And the rare but welcome Brazilian bald eagle.
It's much warmer in the south.
Caw-caw, here.
Caw-caw, here.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hello and welcome to Diggnation.
Wait, I have my hand down.
Well, what does that matter? Hello and welcome to Diggnation episode number 141. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation covers some of the hottest user-submitted stories. They're not submitted by us. They're submitted by the users.
They are not. Although you sometimes.
Oh, yeah, sometimes I do. On the social news website, dig.com. That's digg.com.
That's right, and we are back in your sister's house.
We are.
Minus little poopsie whoopsies.
Yep, no more, what the hell's my sister's new dog's name?
Bella?
Bella, yeah. No Bella.
But we are drinking something else. It's called Drop Top Amber Ale, which is actually really, really good.
Yeah, it's tasty. It's got a picture of a lab on the front. It says 100% pure quality, which is good because if it was less than 100% pure quality, I would
It's from Portland, Oregon.
Oh, I love Portland.
Yeah.
I'm moving there, by the way.
Now?
A few years. Probably I'd say two to 3 years from now.
Really?
I don't know. I just made that up.
Okay. Move to San Diego.
St. Diego?
St. Diego.
The whale's vagina.
The whale's vagina. Yes. The pearl by the sea.
Yes.
So before we get into the show, mark your calendars, people. Amsterdam. Gonna be crazy ass
April
time.
4th.
April 3rd.
3rd.
Thursday.
I've been there a little too many times, as you can see.
As you can see, memory not so good.
Thursday at
like 7:30.
Something like that. Yep. Free to get in.
Free to get
Don't
in.
have to pay a dime.
Nope.
It's
You
the
show up and
next.
party.
It's the next Web 08 conference. If you want all the details,
Yes.
Prager, where should we have them go?
It's 2008. I have the info right here, sir. Give me 2 seconds. You have to go to fucking what? Balls.
Nope.
I got logged
it's
out.
not there.
I think it's 2008.
Did Prager send it around? Because I have
He
it over
did.
here. He says, donation copy plus Amsterdam Thursday. Oh, 2008.thenextweb.org. 2008.thenextweb.org. It is called The Next Web. That's the name of the conference. Thursday, April 3rd, 7 p.m., Amsterdam. If you're in London, it's a $100 plane ticket, so I don't want to hear any excuses.
Yeah.
If you're in Amsterdam,
It's free.
just
You
make
walk
sure to get there on
over,
time.
Do it. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. If you're Glenn, you'll be going, and we'll probably need a cameraman because he will be
He'll be
out in the city.
stoned and hippie.
Glenn does not smoke weed.
He will be hippie.
We have a anti-drug policy on the staff of.
What are we,
Division 3.
baseball? Mm-hmm. All right.
We got tested for steroids last week.
Do we? Good times. All right, well, shall we get into the show, gentlemen, including Kevin? All right, we shall. Garfield minus Garfield. 6,399 people dug this story, submitted by Eerie. Friends, meet John Arbuckle. Let's laugh and learn with him on a journey deep into the tortured mind of an isolated young everyman as he fights a losing battle against loneliness and methamphetamine addiction in a quiet American suburb. This is probably one of the most genius things I've ever seen. They basically removed Garfield from all of the Garfield cartoon strips.
And they leave you with a really disturbing look
At John Arbuckle.
Yes, it's really sad, actually.
It is. Well, it makes me realize how sad John First off, can we just say, I fucking loved Garfield as a kid.
I hated it.
Oh my God. Whenever
I didn't
those
get
like,
it. Those
whenever,
jokes were stupid, though.
Did you ever have those things where like it was like book sale day at elementary school?
I always got the Guinness Book of World Records.
Dude, I was all about the fucking Garfield books. Garfield books and NFL pencils.
Whoa. Okay, I
That
had
is
NFL
like
pencils.
my childhood to a T.
Okay, mine were NFL pencils,
Yeah.
jelly bracelets,
Oh, I like jelly bracelets.
Guinness Book of World Records, Twix bars.
You know Liam's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
For what?
The shortest song ever to make it on the top 10 UK top song list.
Well, what's that? What is it?
The United States of whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long is it?
He's in the Guinness Book. It's like 100. Oh, it's a 1 minute and 21 seconds.
Oh, wow.
He's got like a plaque in his studio.
Whoa,
it's
that's cool.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was like, dude, what?
That's
In the
sweet.
Fucking Guinness Book of World Records. Crazy.
Nice.
But yeah, Garfield books. But this is really sad.
So show off a couple of them.
Well, here he is. I'm going to spend the evening trying out different kinds of shampoos. He leaves.
Boom.
Garfield doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, they removed all of Garfield's.
kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this. Boing, boing. I think the toaster has a short.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, right?
It's creepy but cool at the same time.
Look at this. I read very slowly.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's creepy.
I know.
Like, John Arbuckle's creepy.
Well, he's probably, I mean,
Dude, I was such a big fucking Garfield fan, man.
now, is he still alive?
John Arbuckle?
Yeah.
Or you mean the guy who wrote the...
The guy that wrote the...
Jim Davis?
Yeah, Jim Davis.
I think so. I don't know, though.
I think he died.
Did he die?
Yeah.
Oh,
Will
that's
you
too
look it
bad.
up in our Wikipedia? Yeah, it's like... Although Wikipedia has me as a coal miner in Virginia.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's funny. I was doing an interview for Totally Rad Show, and this kid was like, so, Alex, what was it like being a coal miner in Virginia? And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, in your Wikipedia, spent 1 day in a coal mine in Virginia. And I was like,
Jim Davis is still alive.
Oh,
he's still alive. Good for us.
I love how...
Jim Henson.
Oh yeah, Jim Henson, not so much.
I love how the second result for your name in Google is Girls on Film.
Oh, that's awesome. Which is not actually around anymore. I took it out, but let me just see. British Petroleum, Improv Comedy Troupe.
Did you pick your
Before-
picture on Wikipedia?
Oh God, no. Actually, can I?
Yeah, I don't think so. They
Oh.
make it so you can't edit it.
Horrible picture of me. Yeah, it's gone. It was at the top.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Alex,
read
I
this.
love the very end. Alex is also Guildmaster of the Totally,
Totally Rad
Show.
Guild. Totally Rad Guild, dude.
That's funny.
We're the 43rd best guild on our server. 43rd, which sounds like not much, but there are thousands of guilds on the server.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude, it's epic. It's epic. We went to Karazhan the other day. It was so much fun.
Nice.
I know, it
Those
doesn't
are
mean
the
anything to
names.
you. Okay, Garfield, FTW, next story.
Garfield Strange. Next story, plants use Twitter to tell you to water them. 742 people like the story submitted by MakeZine. The gang from Botanicals used one of Adafruit's new open source hardware Ethernet shields, Open Hardware 2, to make some plants talk. And now you can too. That's right. Have your houseplants Twitter you when they need more water. And you can see what you can see what one of the plants is doing right now. This is awesome. First of all, this is done by Phil Terone from Make Magazine.
I had a
She
feeling.
made the dig button.
Yeah, yeah. She made the dig button.
Nice.
It's the same company, but yeah, very cool. Imagine getting a text message on your cell phone when your plants need to water them. I would use that.
I would use that too, I think.
How many plants do you have?
I know Heather would use that. I have 0, but Heather has a lot.
I have one.
Heather has a lot. I mean, her house has like plants all around the
I
back.
have one that I've tried to kill kind of by just like forgetting to water it, and it hasn't died. So I'm like, every once in a while, I have a couple weeks. I'm like, hey, buddy, I haven't watered you in a while. I'm just gonna water."
Hey, I got that text.
You know what I mean?
Yes, she is hot.
I think that's cool.
Here's some water.
That's what we need is more stuff like this.
I agree wholeheartedly.
And the video's not coming up, but anyway,
That's all
you get an
right.
idea.
Yeah.
There's a little open source project right there.
So it just sits there and measures the water, like the density of the water, like the amount of like saturation in the soil, and once it gets to a certain level, it sends you a text message and said, yeah, it's low.
Exactly.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Well, good for them. Speaking of do-it-yourselfers, let's talk about a great way to add an additional room to your apartment. Pics. 1,759 people dug this story, submitted by Tal Sach. Sach? That's so disgusting sounding. Anyway, if you want an extra room for your small apartment, this might be a great idea to take into consideration. Take a look. So this is, I have a feeling it's more of an art project than a real structural project, but it's basically a backpack cube that hangs off the side of the house, of your apartment building, connects to your window. You saw this, right?
Yeah, I would have a hard time getting inside this thing. I think it would fall.
Dude, no, look at it. Look at it inside, it's huge.
That is cool.
Look at that.
No.
Yeah, that's the inside of that cube.
Shut up.
Yeah,
That's like a whole nother apartment.
that's the deal, baby.
Wow. No.
Dude, yes.
It can't be supported by just those two cables hanging down.
Dude, cables are very strong. Well, also it's bolted into the side there. Those are just the hanging on the focal point, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah.
You can do that legally?
Well, that I don't know. I mean, I have a feeling they need to own this apartment building or whatever. Because Lord knows I have a fucking hard enough time getting a DirecTV satellite on the top of my apartment complex, let alone hanging a side room off of the side of the building.
No kidding.
Well, but how cool is that, dude?
That is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I dug this story. This was one that I thought was just fascinating. I didn't know it was that big inside, though. I didn't look inside. I thought it was just like a room. I didn't know it was like a whole nother apartment.
No, dude, look at that. Inside, boom.
Oh, dude.
Look at that, bam.
Talk
door.
About like
boom.
Just increasing the value of your home.
Well, I mean, if legally you can do that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Then yes, it would increase
It's
the value
kind of not one of those things that you do unless you can. It's not like the landlord comes by and goes, "What the hell is that?"
Dude,
and you're like, "My bad.
Dude,
I hung another house."
I totally did that with my fucking DirecTV satellite.
And
I ninja'd the fuck out of it. Seriously, this is what happened. So, the roof, like the upstairs thing to the roof, like the door to the roof, used to be open and you could walk across the roof. And I walked across the roof and I was like, I kept asking, can I have DirecTV? Can I have DirecTV? And they were like, well, you can't put anything on the roof. Just as long, you know, if it sits on your balcony and you can point. And I'm pointing in the exact fucking opposite direction of the DirecTV satellite. So I was like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just walked up there just because I was like looking around and I saw that there were like 3 DirecTV satellite dishes. And so I was like, what's the deal with the DirecTV satellite dish? And they were like, well, those were there before we set up the rule where you couldn't add them. So I was like, okay. So I bought a DirecTV satellite dish, right?
I'm with you so far.
Had my buddy come over, went upstairs. By that time, they had started locking the door.
So you picked it?
Picked the door, popped through. It's at night. I'm in like black sweats, black sweatshirt.
Good way to get shot.
Set up the fucking satellite, drop the wire over, guy plugs it in. I'm literally on my cell phone.
Like turn left, turn right.
Yeah, he's like, no, go back. And I'm like trying to find, because I'll tell you right now, if you are trying to do this stealthily, finding the satellite is a fucking pain in the ass. And so I get the thing, I'm like, duct tape it, clamp it down, it finally works. I get down there, I watch it for like 2 weeks, and then the guy comes up and goes, do you install a satellite dish on my roof? I was like,
oh shit.
And I go, oh yeah,
I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, the door was open. I just thought I could go up there and pop it up there. And he's like, yeah, you're gonna have to take that down. I was like, fuck, I had DirecTV for like 2 weeks.
DirecTV's great.
Dude, and I got that, it was back in the day, so I had that card that had like the full unlocked everything.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, so pissed.
My dad had that for like a week.
I love that shit. I'm just pissed that I had to take it down. But anyway.
Yeah, my dad was pissed back in the day. I remember he got one of those hacked cable boxes where you get all the cable channels for free.
Oh, when you could like order them over the internet or whatever, and they'd show up in your house?
Yeah, so he had one, and like my dad went out of town on a business trip. I remember this vividly because he was furious when he got home.
Oh no!
And my mom
called the cable company because it broke.
Yeah, it wasn't working, and my mom's like, "Oh, what the hell?" So she calls the cable company, and she's like, "Our cable's out." They send a cable guy over, and they confiscated the boxes, dude.
Oh no! That's horrible.
I know.
Your dad must have been fucking mad as hell.
Yeah, he's pissed. He's just like...
It's like, dude, don't tell the man to come into our house and take our boxes.
I know, my dad's a little shady like that, but in a cool way.
That's
like, not
awesome.
Not shady outside of that, but like he's like, if he can save an extra 30 or 40 bucks, he's all down with it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Pretty funny. All right,
next story.
Next story of the day. Fail dogs. 3,295 people dug this story submitted by
it's like lolcats
420.
but fail dogs.
Yeah, I figured something with dogs would eventually come around. So it's like lolcats, but these are dogs that have failed at their tasks of being dogs.
Oh my god.
So fail to the bottom dog, fail to the one trying to bite the other one, rabbit on top always equals a fail, head in a bucket, that sucks.
Too small to be in the place you're in.
No, that dog ruled. The little one failed.
How?
Because the little one didn't get in his house. The big one took over his house.
You don't think it's that the big one squished in the box?
No.
All right.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
See?
Because the big one failed, because the big one got forced to get in the box.
Yeah, he's like, get in the fucking box, I'm sleeping here.
Dog about to bite his own nuts, fail.
Dog getting owned by moose.
That's I don't know if that's a fail. That's just like a holy shit, get out of the way.
Yeah.
So, faildogs.com. These are some really funny pictures. Look at that little guy. That little guy is totally
fucking hysterical. He's like, get your fucking balls off me.
Get the hell away from me.
I bet you I have some failed dog. I'm gonna make my dog fail.
Look at that cat.
Running away from a cat.
Now that's the ultimate fail, though.
Fanny pack.
I don't know if that's a fail
That's
or not.
not a fail. If you're, I'd be in that fanny pack right now.
Because you know when she undresses at night, the dog's just like
the dog's
chilling.
like, fail my ass.
Totally.
Dude, in a pot of spaghetti, look. What is that all about?
I don't think that dog failed.
No, dog was a dog.
Yeah, it got dirty.
Yeah, dirty dog.
Yeah. I love
This is
Breakers,
fun.
Breakers in the background. Look, Glenn, look, Phil dog.
Phil.
Like they're totally sharing them with each other back there. No, you are not. You're gonna fail. This is hilarious. The dog trying to dig a hole and he fails because he can't get any further.
Oh, that's funny.
He's really on concrete. Checkmate, fail. I love this arm, like hitting the other dog.
He's like, bah! Look at the look on his face. It's so like, oh, dude.
The cat throwing a punch is badass. Look at that punch being thrown right there.
Dude, that's epic.
Kittle would throw some punches like that. So anyway,
love it.
Great website, faildogs.com.
I'm gonna be submitting some pictures of my dog. Although she doesn't fail all that often.
Dogs generally don't fail that often.
I know. That's why its site's gonna go down pretty soon. Probably.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Next story: 10 more pieces of clever transforming furniture. Pics. 1,922 people dug this story submitted by Mr. Babyman. Why is transforming furniture so alluring? Does it appeal to our sense that innovation is progress? The fact that fewer materials for the uses is for more uses is sustainable? Or simply a return to the childhood things that we love that actively change in shape and we wish? I don't know what that means. Whatever the reason, these designs range from humorous to impractical to jaw-dropping. Did you see these?
Mm-hmm. These are awesome.
This is like Tetris meets furniture meets
IKEA.
Transformers meets IKEA.
Right.
If IKEA had a line of Transformers, it would be thus. Mm-hmm. My favorite by far.
I think this is the future, actually. I can see. Oh yeah, totally. Look at this couch thing right here.
I know it turns from like a couch
into a chair to a love seat
to a sofa. I'm gonna say the thing that I found the most exciting was this. It's a wall unit that you can pull certain things out and they work. So like if you want a light, you pull the lamp out and now you have a lamp. You want a table, you pull the table out and now you have a table. You want chairs for the table, you pull the chairs out and now you have a table, chairs, and a lamp.
I think that's cool, but the only problem I see with that...
That reminds me of Blade Runner.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that this is the issue.
Or like Fifth Element, like the wall is whatever you want.
I'm all for it. I think that the big problem here is that if you are the designer of this, or you get this installed in your house, all your friends come over, they think that is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Agreed.
But if they start selling this at like an IKEA or similar type like hardware store or furniture store, you're gonna look at something like that and you're gonna think like, oh, that's just lame. You bought that stupid like wall that folds out stuff.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had that wall, I'd be like, fuck, I'm pretty stupid for buying that wall. But I like this one. The sofa that turns into a weird chair lounge thing that turns into a bed.
I think some of these are really cool.
Do they have really good pull-out sofas?
Yes,
Like, do they have pull-out sofas for rich people?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it pulls out into a bed that's really comfortable.
Yeah. Roomandboard.com.
What?
Room and Board, roomandboard.com. They have like 3 or 4. They're not rich people. They're like
no, but I mean like
they're nice. They're nice. It's different though. It's not like springy, like crappy. It's like more like I think they actually inflate on the top a little bit, but like quality inflate.
I don't know. Fan of inflating anything.
I don't know. Check it out. But
bedrooms, bedroom.
bedroom. Here we go.
Sofas maybe? Sofas. Go to sofas.
Oh, there we go. Sofas, sleepers. So sleeper sofas. So these are all the ones that pull out, right? So let's just say you want this. Which one do you like best? If you were to pick any one of these, and I like the Metro.
Yeah, probably that one.
Portland. Oh yeah, I like the Portland.
Yeah.
Okay, so click on that. I'll show you what the fold out looks like. It's really nice though. I was thinking about getting one actually.
Dude, I'm gonna get one.
I'm thinking about getting a new couch.
Yeah, I have 2 rooms that in Heather's place. If I do move in, or when I do move in, that I want to get rid of. Like they have this guest bedroom that just has a bed, but the bed is like really big.
Right.
And I was like, well, if we just put a couch in there with a really nice pull-out sleeper. Bella, what's up?
That's not Bella. I think it's called Air Coil Mattress.
Okay.
Anyway, check it out when you get a chance.
I will, because if we can put a couch in there that just pulls out, then you can get rid of the thing, and then we're going to turn one room into like a music room where we can record.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
It's going to be fun. All right, good times. Next story.
9 signs that you shouldn't hire that web designer. 2,840 people dug the story submitted by Googup.
What?
Goop.
Go up.
This is pretty funny because I agree with every single one of these points. So if you're looking for a web designer and you're like, my website needs a little retuning, or I'd sure like to get a good website.
Okay, I like that, yeah.
And you go to someone's website and these are some of the things that they tell you about themselves, as a web designer. If they call themselves a webmaster, do not hire them.
Okay, all right.
You know why?
Why?
Any web guy that calls himself a webmaster probably isn't a master of anything. The term webmaster has become a translation to the word amateur.
Ooh.
It's so true though. Like no one ever says like I'm a webmaster. That means that they work on small scale kind of crappy websites.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't call yourself a webmaster.
Okay.
He's number 2. He or she is a front page expert.
Well, that goes without
Definitely
saying.
don't hire that person. They will submit your website to insert number here search engines. So they say I'll submit you to 25 search engines.
Yeah,
that's lame. Wants a designed by plug at the bottom of every page. Don't go for it.
Well, that's interesting. What would be bad about that?
Because you paid this person to create a website for you, not like a huge ad or billboard for this person. It's like it's your website.
Okay,
if they're professional and they believe in their work. So here's
because on their site they will say these are sites that I designed.
Right. They'll say these are sites that I designed, and they will also know that I think here's what it really comes down to.
Because that's the only one so far that I've seen that I'm like,
lower end web designers that I've seen that work in the industry that want that I did this site at the bottom are looking to drum up work, right?
Okay,
They're looking to get more referrals.
Right.
That means they suck because any web designer, I'll tell you right now, you go in the Bay Area, try to get a web designer that's good, they're backed up three months deep or more of work. They don't need more work because they're that good.
Right,
So if your designer is saying I want plugs because I want to drum up more business for myself, that means they're really not that good a designer. It doesn't say that in here, but that's what I take.
Good.
He created a website for insert family member / friend here.
Right, that goes without saying.
Can make a great flash animation splash screen for you.
What's wrong with that?
Dude, come on.
Dude, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Flash animation intro screens are 5 years ago.
Dude, that's what the fucking 9 Inch Nails thing had.
No, it did not.
I'm saying.
It totally did not.
All right, what else?
He mentions he's an HTML expert.
Well, all right, yeah.
He could put a cool counter on your site. Like a little counter.
Come on, that goes without saying.
He'll place a best if view in message on your website.
Oh, best if viewed in Firefox.
Right.
Yeah, it's nah, come on, dude.
Just make it work and everything. A real designer would be able to follow standards so it would work and everything.
Dude, that's good. That's actually good to just
really
know.
Good
that's
tips.
It's a good jumping off point,
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Let me ask you this. This is a good question.
Mm-hmm. Shoot.
It's a good question I'm just about to ask. It's amazing. What is your feeling of people who are not designing websites, but they're designing websites for their personal use, doing their website entirely in Flash?
I think it's horrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I just think it's.
It's not a corporate thing. It's not a website for the millions of users. It's like this is where I'm going to put my stuff for the fact that I'm a dog walker.
So not a blog.
Not a blog,
just
but
a straight up
I'm a dog walker. I want a dog.
I think that the only reason you do Flash
is
because you want to have some type of animation on the screen, okay, right? Because there's no reason to have a static Flash page.
Right, I agree with that.
So you're looking for some type of cool animation, effects, sliding craziness. I think that oftentimes, now I've seen some great Flash work where I've been blown away.
Yeah.
Where I've said oh, that is amazing, right?
Joe did great Flash work. Joe Incarnation.
You're right.
Yeah.
But that's one in
a bazillion.
Of all the Flash sites I've seen, that I've maybe done that 5 times in my entire life. Otherwise, it looks like, I hate to say this, but a lot of people that I know, I don't want to say family members, things like that. Are oh, you know what would be great if my website could have that fly over there, and then when you clicked it, it would move up like that,
Yeah.
And it's just oh, that's cheesy.
Right.
Just stick to something very simple, clean, lightweight. If you're, and plus, I know Flash is installed and everything, but you can't view Flash on the iPhone. At least when you stick with certain standards, you can guarantee a great experience across all different types of devices.
I agree.
And so if it's just a one pager, even better, because they can be super lightweight and fast loading. You don't have to wait for anything.
Makes sense. Well, it's good. I feel like I know more about getting internet people if I need one.
Nice.
All right, next story. 12-year-old Magneto man breaks every computer he touches. 2,405 people dug this story, submitted by Burger A, confirming our belief that some people are just bad with computers, aka Jeff Kanata. A boy named Joe Feliciantio III from Pulaski, New York. Jesus, really? That many weird names? Seems to have simply the worst luck ever, and some think it could be an overly magnetized touch.
Let's watch the video.
So this is interesting. There's a little video that covers him, but basically this is up from Engadget. And, well, let's just play a little bit of the video here. I have a news report on him.
Middle school teachers noticed that whenever Joe Falcitano worked on a computer, he'd have all kinds of problems.
I don't even have the caps lock, son.
I love that he's typing his report and all of a sudden it's all at signs.
His son keeps, breaking computers. He's calling himself Magneto Man.
Computer lab teacher Marie Yurden tried rebooting and switching Joe to other computers.
How cool is it that
but
we
the
have computer
problems
lab
followed him.
teachers?
See? I broke it. This always happened.
So she tried an anti-static wrist strap connected to a grounding device. It worked.
I really think
He
something
killed
is
4
in his
children
body
doing that.
chemistry, his makeup, something in him that causes the computer to go haywire.
How
But
awesome.
electrostatics expert
I love that they brought in an electrostatics expert.
Well, I don't think it's static though. I could
No.
see if it was like static. It was like if he was touching metal keys that then went into the computer, but he's touching plastic, right? Is it
Right.
going to make the jump into?
I don't know. I think he's probably some sort of magnetized superhuman. He's an alien. Maybe he's an alien. How great would that be if he was like, could we not do a news report on me and my problem with computers because I'm actually an alien hiding in plain sight here?
Something tells me that this could be leveraged to his advantage.
Agreed.
Either
He
in
could work
college,
for the CIA.
the college, he could say, "I can't do my report. My computer's busted."
True. Every time.
He could use this to.
He could work for the CIA, where he would like become a computer tech person in some sort of terrorist sect, and then he would walk in and be like, "Let me fix your computers," and just touch. I'm out the window. Right? That'd be amazing.
I mean, I only hope this power like intensifies. And then like 5 years from now, we're like, remember the boy that was the computer? He can now stop cars in their
Magneto.
tracks. That would be awesome.
Dude. Have you seen any of the footage for Star Wars: The Force Unleashed?
What is that?
It's a new video game based on Star
they were
Wars.
say it was like the miniseries.
Dude, no, there's a new miniseries that starts with a guy standing there like this and a Star Destroyer overhead, and he grabs the Star Destroyer and fucking tanks it. Tanks a Star Destroyer.
Well, now they're just getting stupid.
No.
Who can do that?
Dark Jedi Knights that are badass.
Is somebody else downloading something here at the house? I swear Prager's torrenting something.
What are you on?
I'm on Linksys.
I'm on Network 3.
I don't even see Network 3.
I don't know, but whatever it is, it's got crazy fucking ass downloads. Yeah, watch this. Hold on.
It's going to take a second.
How's it? That's better. Wait, what?
Is that a better one?
Well, it's better on the YouTube.
Okay. Here it goes.
Here we go.
So Force Unleashed. We're going to play it for you on the video. Here we go.
Dude, watch this shit. It's epic. Uses 3 different physics engines combined together. I'll tell you about it in a second. Watch this shit.
When does this come out?
Soon, I think. Watch this shit. Summer 2008.
What platforms? Okay, that's just fake looking.
You have done well, my apprentice.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
Why doesn't the Force exist in real life?
Because it would be too powerful.
Do you know what I mean?
It would truly
like,
be.
I would spend my entire life
I know,
after
dude. Are
this
you
stuff.
kidding me?
Even if it was just to move like a coin across the table and like everyone was like,
I know.
okay.
Dude, but how fucking epic is this? Look at that. So it uses this. Look at this. Right?
That's awesome.
So basically they said when they created this, I know we're totally off topic, but whatever. But when they created this game, they basically said, we want to play as if we were the badassest dark Jedi in the history of dark Jedis. What could we do? And they were like, well, you could do whatever you want. And they were like, okay, we want to do that. So they have 3 different physics engines working in conjunction with themselves. So they have a physics engine that allows AI creatures to have intention. So like if you throw a person across the room, they're going to try to grab onto the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
But they'll also try to grab onto their buddy.
Oh.
So you pick up like a guy, he may grab his friend and pull him with him, right? But then they also have a physics engine that's about objects being thrown as well. So you can throw a guy and happen to catch a canister, and he'll grab onto the canister to try to hold himself down, right?
Ah.
But then they have this particle effects generator, so you could take all those people and throw them through glass. Like you throw a box with a guy through glass, and the glass will act like glass, but you can take the same box with the same guy, throw it through a plywood, and the plywood will shatter like wood.
And as they're flying back from the shattered plywood, they're trying to grab on small pieces of plywood.
Dude, they will grab the wood, they'll grab the wall, they'll grab everything. How much fun is that?
I love how you're like, they will grab anything. So you basically can throw them a soda,
and they will grab the
it
soda
and drink it. And then if you throw them the soda
you
and
will
the person.
See that. Dude, how crazy is that? Come on, that looks fucking awesome.
I mean, it's cool, I guess. It's just a
have
little
so
too
much
much
fun.
grabbing.
Well,
I mean, it's like you're just
not
playing
gonna lie
grab
to you.
ass the entire time.
I'm not gonna lie to you, there's a little bit of weirdness when there's like a rag doll and his hand is glued to the side of a case. And you're like, that doesn't quite look realistic.
Yeah.
It's like 2 guys like this, and they're like,
yeah.
but still, I'm very excited about Star Wars Unleashed. Anyway,
All right.
that's Magneto, kid.
That's it.
That is it. Let's do some
Emails.
sponsors, shall
Sponsors.
we? GoDaddy.com.
I wanna
starting
read
at
GoDaddy
just,
this time.
All right, go.
GoDaddy.com starting at just $3.99 a month. Web hosting from GoDaddy.com includes 99.9% uptime. That means that out of all time that has existed, GoDaddy has been up 99.9%. Glenn,
Since the beginning
that's
of
pretty
history.
impressive.
That's very impressive.
It's
I
amazing.
mean, when was the last time you got up 99.9%?
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
It doesn't even make any sense.
Doesn't make sense. 24/7 support and free access to Metropolis, the place to install over 30 free applications. Sure to help you get the most from your web hosting and website.
Sure, they're glad you took this copy.
I know. Plus, enter code DIG5 when you check out, and that's DIGG5, and save an additional $10 off any $40 or more. So if you supply, see your details, get percent at GoDaddy.com. This is just getting crazy.
That is awesome. Netflix.com. Thanks to Netflix for sponsoring the show. As most of you know, with Netflix, you can rent over 75,000 titles.
Million.
Including... Thank you. Including Blu-ray titles, not so much the HD DVD, but they do still have them while
Do they?
Yeah, oh yeah, until they run out. With free shipping both ways to your home. Watch your sack. They now have over 40 shipping centers, so almost all deliveries happen in just one business day. Netflix plans start at $4.99. As a new member, you can get a by new I mean no risk, 2-week free trial membership. Get it through us for free by visiting www.netflix.com/Diggnation. Be sure to type the wwws. They are very important. Let's do some emails, biatches.
Here we go. First email of the day. Shocked by the iPhone, writes in Jamal. Kevin and Alex, I have also been shocked by my iPhone. Remember when I talked about that?
I remember.
I was listening to music. As I walked into the office, the music started to make popping and crackling noise. Same thing happened to me. And then I felt like I was being shocked. Dude, this really happens.
I remember you said this.
I almost I was like, almost went down, dude.
You're like, and then you woke up and you were somebody else.
That day I decided to use the shitty earbuds they provided me with the phone, and that's what I was using because I left my other headphones at home. Not sure if it was a flaw in the headphones, blah, blah, blah. They're now addition to my local landfill. He's using Shure earbuds. You know what? I bought some Shures. You know those Shure earbuds?
Yeah,
you
of
see
course.
them, like
The ones
$100?
you go in.
I bought the $100 ones. Not too impressed. And they crackle, like the little connector crackles. It just seems cheap to me, man.
I want to get some of those like Bose headphones.
I have the Bose. I have the Bose over ear.
I was actually thinking about getting them at the airport when I'm on my way home.
The what?
Getting them at the
Oh,
airport.
at the airport,
when
the
I'm
Bose.
on my way home, yeah.
You know what? Honestly, I will tell you this. I love the Bose, dude.
Yeah.
Get the on ear though. Don't get the over ear.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I was going to do the opposite.
Well, I'll tell you what. From my experience, and I haven't used the on ear in a plane, but the over ear, they're just like so big and bulky that you're just like sitting there, and I don't know. It's hard to sleep on airplanes with them. On ear seems like a little bit better. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. Try them both out.
Okay.
Anyway, he says, I've been a viewer since episode 1.
Nice.
And on my iPhone allows me to watch the show on the go. Diggnation is my favorite podcast. Alex, the totally rad show has grown on me, and since you plugged it so much during the launch, great show as well.
Love it, love it.
Thanks,
Thank you kindly.
Jamal.
Nice. Well, I have an email here that goes back to my childhood. The subject is Burgundy Farm Kids Unite. This is from Kyle. He says, hey, Alex and Kevin's, last year you all did an episode where Alex talked about his childhood experiences at Burgundy Farm Country Day School in Alexandria, Virginia. I was shocked that someone as famous, I don't know about that, as Alex had ever attended a school there. I graduated in 2001, probably several years or decades after Alex.
Are you like on a plaque there? That would be awesome.
No, dude, nobody knows that I went there. That works there because they don't watch our show. I bet the school was no different when I was there. It was a barnyard with goats and chickens. Same with me. Classes were held in other barns. Same with me. The gym was an old hayloft. Same with me. Not to mention the big hill that was great for sledding. Fucking sledding on the big hill is ridiculous.
Classes were not held in barns.
Yes, they were held in barns. Trips to the Cooper's Cove. If Burgundy even owned it back then, yes, they owned Cooper's Cove back then. I fucking loved Cooper's Cove. It was amazing. It was up in Maryland. Anyway, since it's nice to hear that some people that went to Burgundy went on to be successful, well, we're here. I included a picture of me, the new sign at Burgundy. Sorry the picture lacks hot girls or 3. Keep up the good work. So, dude, check it out.
Nice.
Fucking Burgundy Farm, that's my elementary school.
Dude, he should have walked in and like said like, listen.
Dude, nobody does anybody at your old schools know that you're like Kevin Rose, the Kevin Rose?
There's no Kevin Rose, the Kevin Rose.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like there's a plaque like founder of Digg.com went to school here.
I just think it'd be pretty funny. Like,
It'd be awesome. I'd love it. But how cool is it that somebody's walking around my old elementary school with a Diggnation shirt?
That's awesome, dude.
That kills me. And I loved Burgundy Farm. Loved it. Anyway, thought it was cool.
Cool.
All right, peeps. Well, that is it for this week's edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Make sure to add us as friends, even though you're not in the friends thing anymore.
That's all right,
I still want to mention it.
I'll do it.
Digg.com/users/Kevin Rose. On the right-hand side, I have all my links to all my social profiles, Facebook, my blah, 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 blah.
Yes, and after that English experiment, I am Digg.com/users/Alex Albrecht. Also, MySpace.com/DiggnationAlex.
You should add all of your links in your Dig profile.
I will. I'll go do
Then all we
that.
have to do is plug one link and we're done.
Done. I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, well, we will see you in Amsterdam on the 3rd.
Wait, we do it.
I don't know what we're doing. Beep, drop, drop. Yeah.
Can you stop the camera for a second? How does this sound like rap? Hold on. Does it sound good?
I can't believe it.
In Brazil, your hair care is impeccable.
Whole bunch of bald eagles.
In Brazil's, in the Brazilian bald eagle.
Only found in the very, very deep south.
We encourage you all to get one.
Bald
Yes.
eagle, that's funny.
Caw-caw, caw-caw. Caw-caw here. Caw-caw here. Caw-caw here.
Are you recording? There's no light on.
Yeah, you gotta hit record on the camera.
Is it? Okay.
Why is it that sometimes there's a light, sometimes there's not? Do you always record it to tape as well?
You sneaky.
What's happening? No, I'm not. All right, you ready?
You know,
We are recording.
You know, he's telling Glenn gets caught. He'll be like, no, ha ha!
Got me! Ah! You want some tea?
And the rare but welcome Brazilian bald eagle.
So much warmer in the south.
Caw-caw, here. Caw-caw, here. Caw-caw, what do you hear?